Okay, so let's unpack this artificial intelligence thing. It feels like we blinked and suddenly it's just woven into everything we do, right? Not some far off sci-fi idea anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. From like the chatbots you bump into online to really sophisticated systems helping doctors, its impact in the 21st century is just, well, undeniable.
It's really something to think about how this massive shift is touching professionals, everywhere. It's not just for the tech folks anymore, is it?
Not at all. Its reach is pretty much universal now.
Exactly. And that's precisely what we're digging into today. We've got this really interesting piece here, How Non-Technical Professionals Can Thrive in an Age of AI. It's by McElhaney and Niaz from Rutgers.
Right.
And our mission really is to pull out the key stuff, the actionable things you can do, even if you don't have that deep tech background, to get AI ready.
And, looking at the big picture, one message from the source really stands out. It's that AI itself. Probably not going to completely take your job. But someone who knows how to use AI, how to leverage it productively, that's a whole different ballgame. They're the ones who are really set up to succeed.
Right, not just survive, but actually thrive. So that's the plan for our chat today. We'll look at how AI is changing work, what skills you actually need now, and some practical ways to start using AI's potential, all aimed at folks who maybe aren't coding wizards, ready to jump in.
Absolutely. Let's start with maybe the basic fact that AI isn't some future thing.
Yeah.
It's here, now.
Yeah, the authors really hammered that home. It's not on the horizon. It's already integrated. I mean, think about it. Chatbots. Yeah, autonomous systems popping up in healthcare.
Manufacturing, logistics.
Exactly. These aren't just like little experiments
And
anymore.
because it's so widespread now, that's why getting a basic handle on AI matters for everyone. It's not just an IT department thing.
Hmm.
You're increasingly going to be working with these tools, so understanding them isn't just nice to have.
It's becoming essential.
Pretty much, yeah,
Yeah.
in almost any job.
Okay, so AI is here. It's important. Got it. But AI itself can feel a bit vague, maybe overwhelming. The article does a pretty good job breaking down the landscape for us, doesn't it? Kind of gives an overview without getting lost in the weeds.
It does. It traces things quite nicely from, the early days of machine learning up to what we're seeing now with generative AI, and interestingly, what they call agentic systems. It's a real progression.
And they talk about narrow AI or weak AI. That's probably what most of us bump into daily, right? Like Siri or Google Translate, those chatbots again.
Exactly. Designed for one specific job. They do that job well, but that's their limit.
Okay.
And then on the other hand, you have the idea of general AI or strong AI. That's the big future goal, right?
Yeah.
AI with human-like smarts across the board. We're not there yet, but
But agentic AI is maybe a step towards that.
that seems to be the idea. Agentic AI is sort of a bridge. It's got more autonomy than, say, current generative AI. These systems can make decisions, learn, act with less direct hand-holding from us.
Interesting. More proactive, less reactive.
Precisely. It's moving towards AI that can tackle more complex stuff more independently.
The article also gives that useful snapshot, Table 1, with the main branches of AI. Could we maybe quickly run through those, just keeping it high level?
Sure thing. So first up, there's machine learning, ML.
Yeah.
That's fundamental. It's about systems learning from data to make predictions or decisions.
Hmm.
Think like fraud detection on your credit card. That's often ML.
Okay.
Then natural language processing, NLP. That's all about machines understanding and generating human language. So chatbots, translation tools, that's NLP territory.
Got it. What else?
Then there's robotics. That's where AI meets physical engineering, creating those autonomous machines we see in factories or hospitals, even exploring Mars.
Right.
And generative AI, the one everyone's talking about, this is the AI that creates new stuff, text, images, music, video, using models like GPT or JANs. It's really shaking up creative fields.
Definitely feels like it. And the last one they mentioned?
Computer vision. That gives machines the ability to see and interpret visual info, like pictures and videos. Super important for things like self-driving cars or analyzing medical scans. So yeah, AI isn't just one thing, it's this whole family of technologies.
Okay, that breakdown is helpful. Now, generative AI, you said it's the one getting all the buzz. The article really highlights its impact right now. What's making it so revolutionary at this moment?
Well, the big thing is its ability to create genuinely new, original content. It's not just analyzing, it's producing. Think about marketing. AI can draft campaign ideas, freeing people up for strategy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or journalism, helping with research or first drafts. Design, too, offering totally new creative avenues. And it allows for, like, much more personalized experiences for customers. It's quite transformative.
And the article names some of the big players, the tools we're starting to hear about all the time.
Yeah, the heavy hitters are there. OpenAI with ChatGPT, obviously versions 3.5 and 4.0, Microsoft's Copilot, Google's Gemini 1.5, Anthropic has Claude, Meta's got Llama 2 and 3, DeepSeek R1 is mentioned too. These are kind of the foundational engines driving a lot of this.
And it's not just those massive platforms, right? There are more specific tools using this tech that people might actually be using already day to day.
Oh, for sure. Think about Grammarly, right? Using AI to help you write better, or Canva, using AI to make graphic design way more accessible.
Yeah, I use Canva. It's amazing.
Exactly. And then tools like Zapier, using AI to automate tasks between different apps. These are real-world examples of generative AI boosting productivity right now, even if you're not a tech expert.
Okay. Now, we mentioned agentic AI earlier. The article kind of hints this is the next big wave. How is it really different from the generative stuff we're seeing so much of?
The main difference is really about autonomy.
Yeah.
Generative AI mostly waits for you to tell it what to do. You give it a prompt, it generates something, it's reactive. Agentic AI is designed to be more proactive. The idea is they can make decisions, figure out steps, and take action with much less direct input from a human.
So it's less about me giving step-by-step instructions and more like giving it a goal and it figures out how to get there.
That's the direction, yeah.
Yeah.
These systems are built to learn, adapt, make more complex decisions on their own. It's a step towards AI managing bigger processes with less moment-to-moment oversight.
Wow. Okay, so all of this points towards needing, well, maybe some different skills, right? The article gets into that, the essential skills for this AI age. And it's not just about learning to code, is it?
That's such a critical point. The authors really stress this. Yeah, a bit of AI understanding helps, but the real key seems to be developing a mix of what they call technical skills for non-techies and these really crucial durable skills, human skills.
Okay, let's break that down. What are these technical skills for non-techies? What should we focus on there?
They pinpoint three main areas. First one, data literacy. Now, this doesn't mean becoming a data scientist overnight. Right. It's more about understanding how data works, how to read it, interpret it, and use it to back up your decisions. Since AI runs on data, this basic understanding is getting really important.
Makes total sense. What's number two?
Second is familiarity with AI tools. Basically, getting comfortable actually using the AI tools relevant to your job. That could be ChatGPT for drafting, Canva for graphics, Grammarly for writing, whatever fits your workflow. It's about practical use.
Hands-on.
Exactly. And the third one is understanding automation in workflows. Learning how tools like Zapier or maybe Microsoft Power Automate can automate those repetitive time-sucking tasks. That can free up a lot of bandwidth.
Okay, so those are the more tool-focused skills, but the article puts a lot of weight on these durable skills, the human ones. Why are they becoming even more important now with AI getting smarter?
It's kind of paradoxical, isn't it? As AI handles more routine stuff, the uniquely human things become more valuable. They mentioned a study by Americ Succeeds looked at millions of job ads and found that these durable skills were actually like 7 out of the top 10 most requested skills.
Wow. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, these are the skills that last, that work across different jobs and technologies.
So what are we talking about specifically? What are these durable skills?
Things like critical thinking, really analyzing information, solving tricky problems, teamwork and collaboration are huge. And now that includes collaborating with AI, not just people.
Interesting, collaborating with AI.
Yeah. Then there's self-awareness, self-management, being adaptable and flexible because things are changing fast, having an entrepreneurial mindset, being proactive, and maybe the biggest one, a commitment to lifelong learning, just constantly being willing to learn new things.
That lifelong learning piece feels key. You mentioned Sam Altman's caution about current Gen AI being flawed and limited. So even with powerful tools, we still need that human judgment, right?
Absolutely critical. Generative AI is only as good as the prompts you give it, the guidance it gets. You still need human expertise to ask the right questions, check the output, make sure it's accurate, ethical, makes sense in context. So these human skills aren't going away, they're actually becoming more central.
Okay, so the article talks about thriving and stresses AI is already here.
Sure.
Can you give us some more concrete examples? How is AI actually being used now across different industries?
Sure, we touched on some. But think about healthcare. AI assisting in reading scans, monitoring patients, even speeding up drug development.
Mhm.
In finance, it's used for managing risk, spotting fraud, running trading algorithms.
Right.
We mentioned marketing content generation, analyzing customer behavior, personalizing ads, but it's also in optimizing supply chains, improving risk management generally, streamlining HR tasks like sifting resumes or onboarding, and definitely in customer service with smarter chatbots. Pretty widespread.
And the article brings up that National Academies report from 2024. What did that say about how AI might actually affect jobs?
Yeah, that report had a nuanced take. It suggested the main impact might not be massive job elimination, but more a big shift in the tasks people do within their jobs.
Ah, task transformation.
Exactly. Which, in turn, reshapes the value of different kinds of expertise in the job market. And sometimes, AI might even help workers apply their expertise more broadly.
So it's not necessarily just jobs vanishing.
Probably not uniformly, no. The impact looks different depending on the job. The report hinted that higher paid roles, think computing, finance, engineering, law, they're definitely exposed to AI, but it's more likely to be task augmentation. AI helps with parts of the job.
Okay,
But lower paying office roles like insurance processors, legal secretaries, bookkeepers, admin assistants, those seem more vulnerable to potentially being fully automated.
that makes sense. And McKinsey had some predictions too, looking ahead to 2030.
Yeah, McKinsey projected something like 12 million job shifts by 2030. They see a potential decline in customer service and sales roles, but growth in areas like business and legal services, healthcare, transport, and especially STEM fields.
So shifts, definitely.
Big shifts. And they also estimated that generative AI could potentially automate up to, was it 70% of the activities people currently do, which, could free up a ton of time for more creative strategic work if managed well.
70% is
Uh,
a lot. Okay, so the landscape is clearly changing. Proactive is the way to go. The article then shifts into how you, the listener, can actually prepare your career. Step one seems to be figuring out how AI might impact your specific path. How do you even start that?
Good question. The authors say basically start by getting real about how AI could disrupt your role and the skills you use. They mention resources like analyses from Indeed or the World Economic Forum. Indeed looked at like thousands of skills and how exposed they are to AI.
Right, like less physical work, more problem solving might mean more exposure, with accounting being a weird outlier.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And the WEF's Future of Jobs report tried to categorize jobs.
Mm.
Most vulnerable, ones AI can assist, and ones AI is less likely to replace. Seeing where your field fits in those frameworks gives you a starting point.
Okay, understand the potential impact.
Mm.
Then step two is don't freak out. How do you manage the overwhelm and actually frame a plan?
Exactly. Don't get overwhelmed. This is where they bring in Mark Sanders' idea of strongholds of durable skills. Remember those. Emotion, complexity, physicality, and creativity.
Yeah, the human stuff AI struggles with.
Right. So the advice is focus there. Identify which of those strongholds are most important in your work and start small, consciously developing those. Don't try to boil the ocean, just pick a starting point relevant to you.
That feels more manageable. Focus on human strengths. Okay, so step three is the action part. Start working your plan. What concrete things does the article suggest?
It's all about being systematic. Start small, maybe by just testing out an AI tool for one specific daily task. See how it goes. They also suggest following smart people in the field, building your own little playbook of what works for you. The big emphasis is learning by doing, not just reading about it.
Get your hands dirty.
Pretty much. And they list some specific actions you could take. 1. Get the AI basics down. 2. Try out popular tools. 3. Work on that data literacy. 4. Maybe join an online community or group focused on AI in your field. 5. Actively use AI to help you solve problems. And 6. Learn how to tell stories with data, communicate the insights.
That's a solid list. And they also mentioned getting better at talking to the AI itself, right?
So-
Prompting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's becoming a skill in itself. Learning to write better prompts, clearer instructions, even figuring out how to chain prompts together for more complex tasks. They do suggest that getting good at advanced prompting might need some guidance.
So where do you get that guidance or learn more?
Well, they mentioned exploring AI courses. There are free ones from IBM, Google, AWS. Low-cost options on platforms like ADX, Coursera, Udacity if you like learning on your own.
Okay.
But also check out local colleges, professional groups, even nonprofits.
Mm-hmm.
They often have programs with more support if that's your style. And they make the point that even for non-tech roles, having some basic understanding of the tech underneath AI, it's probably helpful now.
So it really does come back to that continuous learning idea and just actively engaging with these tools, making them part of how you work.
Exactly. It's about embracing the change, building that mix of technical know-how and those durable human skills, and just keeping your ear to the ground about what's happening with AI. If you do that, non-technical professionals can definitely find ways to thrive.
This has been really insightful. It definitely shifts the perspective away from AI being just a threat and more towards it being a set of powerful tools we can all learn to use to our advantage.
It circles back to that main point, doesn't it? AI isn't just for the tech gurus anymore. It's really for anyone willing to put in the effort to learn and adapt.
So, as you're listening and thinking about all this, maybe consider how will your unique blend, your mix of human skills and growing AI proficiency, how will that shape where your career goes next? And maybe think about the strongholds emotion, complexity, physicality, creativity. Which one will you focus on strengthening first in this new landscape? Definitely some food for thought. Thanks for diving deep with us today.